The people that trained me for years at NASA would despair for you to say I'm not a trained photographer. I'm definitely not a professional photographer. The world is so generous in its beauty, and you do your best to take pictures of it. It's just flat gorgeous to see.
What?
It's just flat gorgeous to see.
Chère planète natale, notre mère, la Terre, mère de Gaïa, pour nos enfants dispersés dans le cosmos, puisses-tu briller éternellement jusqu'au jour où tous ces enfants trouveront enfin le repos.
Même si ce n'est qu'une illusion. Même si ce n'est qu'une illusion. Même si ce n'est qu'une illusion.
We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds.
Même si ce n'est qu'une illusion.
We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here.
Ce n'est qu'une illusion. Même si ce n'est qu'une illusion.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. Can't handle the truth. Can't handle the truth. Can't handle the truth.
But it involves exclusively government transportation, government meals, government quarters. So my travel reimbursement was $33.
T'as pas besoin de le connaître puisqu'on n'ira jamais.
Pourquoi?
Parce que c'est un pays qui n'existe pas.
Il n'existe pas?
Non, et en plus il n'est pas compris dans mon forfait de téléphone.
We should go boldly where man has not gone before.
This is all about masonry and duality.
maar ook soms dat de lieve woordjes.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
Ja, ik vind dus dat dit echt niet kan, hoor. Ik bedoel, nee, moeten we nu nog antwoorden of niet? Want ja, dat is eigenlijk liever.
Excuseer, echt. Dames en heren, excuseer.
So here it is, the snake. It's called the snake. The snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path, along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. The snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted.
Welcome to the dark side.
Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in.
Black Rose.
And I'll take care of you. The snake, the snake. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman. Sighed the vicious snake. And I'll take care of you. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
With some honey and some milk, the snake. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in. The snake had been revived. And I'll take care of you. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender
Welcome
woman.
to the dark side.
Sighed that vicious snake. And I'll take care of you. She clutched him
Rose.
to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died.
So,
She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight.
Welcome to the dark side.
But instead of saying
Black
thank you,
Rose.
that snake gave her a vicious bite.
so,
That snake gave her a vicious bite. A vicious bite. A vicious bite. Vicious bite.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
Take me in, oh tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I have saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, heavens why. And you've bitten me, heavens why.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
So my travel reimbursement was $33. $33.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
Earth is flat.
My God, what happened?
Is flat and not round.
And you've bitten me, heavens why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up! I'm going to die!
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
Oh, shut up! Silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. That snake gave her a vicious bite. A vicious bite.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
Oh, shut up! Silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
And we now know that these mosquitoes can get Zika virus very easily from biting somebody, and the world is flat.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
History is written by those who dare to dream big and...
Oh, shut up! Said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Welcome to the dark side. Black Rose.
That snake gave her a vicious bite.
For example, the space station, the science on the space station, how the toilet works. We have to learn about how to fix things. We have to learn about the experiments that we do on the science equipment. We have to learn how to do spacewalks. We'll have to learn how to be able to ride the rocket uphill and ride the rocket downhill. So there's a wide variety of stuff that happens when you're an astronaut. 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 That happens when you're...
Вона собі шоколадку купила, гадіна. З'їла сама шоколадку. А я що робить? А що, мені дивиться, як вона їсть шоколад, я теж, може, хочу шоколад. Задумала, мені дуже шоколад.
And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he's like, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. I'm pretty sure all the flat earthers, it's really just deployed so that they can get a free trip into space to be convinced of this.
When you looked up at the sky, could you actually see the stars and the solar corona in spite of the glare?
Fashion don'ts for 200.
No way.
Rowie?
Man on the moon.
Yeah, you ought to see me.
TV channels for 1,000, please, Alex.
Theoretical physics can prove that an elephant can hang from a cliff with his tail tied to a daisy. But use your eyes, your common sense.
Yet in the back, you have Hieronymus Bosch painting planet Earth when many thought that the Earth was still flat. So it represents to me the promise of the future and enlightenment. So it represents to me the promise of the future and enlightenment.
Use your eyes, your common sense.
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics.
to be weightless, hitting zero G like the fearless crew of a forgotten Apollo mission, whose only objective was to obtain a beef and cheddar classic and return home to Kathleen Quinlan safe before sundown. I don't know.
That's not possible, so the Earth has to be flat.
Everybody knows the Earth is a sphere, right? Everybody knows that. You've seen the pictures, right? Or a geoid, very close to a sphere. There are people running around today thinking that the Earth might be flat.
What would you do if your beautiful date told you the Earth was flat?
You marry me?
I hope he'd agree with me.
They realized we live on a ball. Everybody knows that. You've seen the pictures, right? Or a geoid, very close to a sphere. Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. There's no place to throw your trash.
Talk to 100 men, what would you do if your beautiful date told you the Earth was flat?
The Earth is flat.
My God, what happened?
It's flat and not round.
I hope he'd agree with me.
boosters, as well as the rest of Falcon Heavy. And thank you to you, the viewers, for joining us for a really, really cool moment here.
Now, still water is always level. And I think today, let's have still water.
What would you do if your beautiful date told you the Earth was flat?
Laugh at her.
Laugh at her.
If you put any event under a microscope, you will find a whole dimension of completely weird, incredible things going on.
200 men, what would you do if your beautiful date told you the Earth was flat?
I hope he'd agree with me.
Agree with her.
It's just so big, so the easier thing to do
say liar.
Yeah, that's so sad. That's really sad.
Is to point the finger and say liar.
Alexei, tell us something interesting. Okay, the Earth is flat, and a witch stole his pants.
That was a joke about the world being flat, right?
Was it?
It's as if there's the macro level of historical research where things sort of obey natural laws and usual things happen and unusual things don't happen. And then there's this other level where everything is really weird.
I hope he'd agree with me.
Where everything is really weird.
What would you do if your beautiful date told you the earth was flat?
I hope he'd agree with me.
Agree with her.
Everything is really weird.
Вона собі шоколадку купила, гадіна. З'їла сама шоколадку. А я що робить? А що, мені дивіться, як вона їсть шоколад, я теж може хочу шоколад. Задумала, мені дуже шоколад. Я дуже хочу шоколад.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns.
Let's read some. The water was flat as a looking glass, capturing the moonlight and stars.
You and me, we'll talk about it. All right, I'm going to be coming around.
Where?
There you go.
Buildings aren't curved over.
I agree with you.
Where is the curvature?
I want to hear from you.
No curvature.
I love you back.
On the flat Earth.
You kind of screwed up my ending, but that's okay.
If you put any event under a microscope, you will find a whole dimension of completely weird, incredible things going on.
Oh, they have the internet on computers now.
Homer, Bill Gates is here.
Bill Gates? Billionaire computer nerd Bill Gates? Oh my god, oh my god. Get out of sight, Marge. I don't want this to look like a 2-bit operation.
Mr. Simpson?
You don't look so rich.
You know, is there something to worry about with medicines? That is, might some of them have side effects? Do we need safety testing?
Get a load of the ball job, Marge.
I mean, and we're taking things that are, you know, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
This is it, Marge. I poured my heart and soul into this business, and now it's finally paying off. We're rich, richer than astronauts.
Oh, my quiet. You'll queer the deal.
Oh.
The problem is that the population is growing the fastest where people are less able to deal with it. So it's in the very poorest places that you're going to have a tripling in population by 2050. And so their ability to feed, educate, provide jobs, stability, protect the environment in those locations mean they're faced with an almost impossible problem. The problem is...
And now it's finally paying off. We're rich, richer than astronauts.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
9, 8,
Self-distribution.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And doing your part to fight the battle that we're fighting against this pandemic. This is just a great example of the same sort of a thing that we're all going through this shared experience. That we're fighting against this pandemic. This is just a great example of the same sort of a thing that we're all going through this shared experience.
Houston, this station, we are ready for the event.
Copy that, and sir, Administrator Bridenstine, welcome to MCC.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond.
If you put any event under a microscope, you will find a whole dimension of completely weird, incredible things going on. It's as if there's the macro level of historical research where things sort of obey natural laws and usual things happen and unusual things don't happen. And then there's this other level where everything is really where everything is really weird.
That will carry them all the way up to the 255-foot level, and then they'll have a couple of steps to get up to the level where the crew access arm is.
Core on compound 1 at 2 hours 57 minutes. The crew has arrived at the pad on schedule.
There they are, taken in the sight, craning to see the top of the Falcon 9 rocket.
I especially want to congratulate someone who truly embodies the American ethos of big thinking and risk taking. After achieving success as an internet entrepreneur, he could have spent his fortune doing anything, including yachting, lots of things. He could do lots of things. But in 2002, he began pouring tens of millions of dollars of his own money into research and development.
Oh my fucking God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
For a new rocket. He's a little different than a lot of other people. He likes rockets. He assembled a crew of some of the greatest minds and talent in American aerospace.
Yet in the back, you have Hieronymus Bosch painting planet Earth when many thought that the Earth was still flat.
Placebo Beats production.
You're playing music too loud? Right to jail, right away.
Earth is flat.
So it represents to me the promise of the future and enlightenment.
Earth is flat. Is flat and not round.
Yet in the back, you have Hieronymus Bosch painting planet Earth.
Is flat.
When many thought that the Earth was still flat.
You're playing music too loud? Right to jail, right away.
And not round.
So it represents to me the promise of the future and enlightenment. Promise of the future and enlightenment.
Earth is flat.
This is what his view actually looks like. You can see a window off
And not round.
so that we can view out and see what's going on outside. That was exciting.
Is flat. Earth is flat.
So that was super cool. I've got one on my side as well.
And not round. Earth is flat. And not round.
You're playing music too loud? Right to jail, right away.
Work our way towards one of the windows. Unfortunately, it's getting a little bit dark.
Unfortunately, yes.
But I don't know if Bob can pan over here. We just passed off of the coast of Newfoundland and we're headed over to over the Atlantic right now. I don't know if you can get a good picture of that. Unfortunately, it's getting a little bit dark.
Earth is flat. And not round.
You're playing music too loud? Right to jail, right away.
have the most powerful rocket in the world, and what do? You send a car into space.
Yeah. Sure? Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Well. It didn't go through. So that's a plus side. That's right. Try that one, really? Okay. Sure. Oh man, it didn't go through.
I'm pretty sure all the flat earthers, it's really just a ploy so that they can get a free trip into space. To be convinced of this.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
Because we didn't go there.
I'm pretty sure all the flat earthers, it's really just a ploy so that they can get a free trip into space. To be convinced of this.
Sheriff 4.
What it is? I don't know.
Jennifer.
What is gravity?
Yes.
Fashion don'ts for 200.
No way. Rowie?
Man on the moon.
Yeah, you ought to see me.
TV channels for 1,000, please, Alex.
So if you put it on your computer, it's just kind of, like I said, see, it's Earth coming into view. It's like, okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure all the flat earthers, it's really just a ploy so that they can get a free trip into space. To be convinced of this. To be convinced of this.
I gotta calm down. I'll listen to some music.
You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away.
Oh my god!
I am Karen Fox. I'm here today at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. We are 20.
And can we cut?
Cut. What's the problem?
I can't say these words.
What do you mean?
I just don't believe what I'm saying.
Okay, but you're an actress.
I'm not that good of an actress. Honest and trustworthy. Give me a break.
Шоколадку купила, Гадіна, з'їла сама шоколадку, а я що робити? А що, мені дивіться, як вона їсть шоколад, я теж може хочу шоколад. Задумала мені, мені дуже шоколад.
You send a car into space. It's a dummy payload. I mean, it's a real car, but there is a live feed of the spaceman driving this car, and it's surreal because things move slowly, but they move. So this is actual footage of this car in a transfer orbit to Mars around the sun.